Okay, so welcome back to the next part of this course. And what we discussed in the break is that what we're going to do is that there is this project. Okay, so a recent post on Reddit about this project called RSRU that I clicked over, and this is the GitHub repository of the project. Which this is a static website generator. And so we are trying, what I noticed when I saw this is that it doesn't have any tests. Or at least I didn't see any tests, and it doesn't have GitHub actions. So I said, okay, let's try to do this and add GitHub actions to this one. And so first of all, of course, we need to somehow install it and see if it works. Okay, it does anything, and maybe we will find out that it doesn't, and then we stop the whole thing, and then we switch to something else. So I start with git clone of this repo rsru. I start this Docker thing that I have, and I just open this in a separate window as well. So I have this one as well. And well, actually, let's see how to use this. So I don't. It's a sample screenshot. I haven't seen yet. Just quick scrolling down how to run it, but there is this RSRUPL. This user's guide. Okay. How to? Okay. So reads in an HTML file from the type reads installation. Okay. But what do I run? Okay. So there is no make file, nothing. It's just a README file. So there's no standard thing yet. Okay, but it's fine. And then editing the conf.pl. And then, but it still doesn't say how to run which one to run. Perl. Maybe it was too much that I was expecting for today, working with this. I saw this, sorry, I saw here this RSRU, so okay, so look, this is RSRU, okay, so I guess this is the program, okay, this is the program, okay, so I need to run this, so I run Perl RSR and this. And it tells me that I need to install GD. So cpan m no test GD, and we'll have to do installations RSS because we will have to deal with some hard work here, right? So the GD couldn't, we need to install this one. So I start writing down these things, okay? Here, I think I'll need to install. Okay. Wait a second, this configure failed. So this failed. Why did it fail? Okay, execute package config. Why does it fail? meta cpan pod okay, that doesn't say how to install it. README. Okay, but it's just the documentation. It doesn't say anything about the installation. Okay, now I'm getting. So it for the first complaint about this module, and this module doesn't. It's not. You can't install it.
What the hell's that?
Package config utility. Okay, it needs this one. Okay, so it needs this one, and then we need GD. What was it? What else? What needed to install? XML RSS. Okay. So is apt get update, and what is the name of it? It's called package config. Apt get install package config. Is that enough? Yes, it seems that that's something. So we need to do this. Apt get install. Okay, and then now we hopefully can install this one. Okay, and GD. And of course, this doesn't work because it also needs some. I lost my mouse. It's in some other screen. Oh, it's back. Okay, so what we need here, gdlib was not found. Okay, so I also need to install gdlib. Okay, that's not how it's called. Dash gd lib. Is gd dash lib or? Does it say in the README? So now we're talking about GD. Okay, it explains how to install Perl, but it needs gdlib. Okay, so that's something libgd, libgd, I guess, right? Okay, that's good. Libgd dash dev. Yeah, okay, this one. That looks promising. Apt-get install libgd.dev dash dev. Oh, okay. Now we are going to work on this strange thing. So I mean, I'm not envying a person who would like to try this package, right? It's not. It's much harder to install than and other systems of generating static site generators. I guess XML RSS. Okay, so now everything is installed. At least not everything, but so these are two things, and these are the Perl modules that we installed. And so RSRU, Perl RSRU. Okay. Okay, so it worked. Okay, git status. I don't know what did it do though. One total entries into 6 files. Begin read the /entries contents. Okay. Entries. Okay. And somewhere it wrote, but it didn't say where did it write. Okay, so any output. Okay, here is a folder called output. Okay, git log output. It's not here, it's called not committed. So I guess if I move this output, output 2, okay, now it will complain about it. But if I now actually, ls, the output is owned by root, so that's what it created. So if I run this again, then it creates the output again. And now I try to run diff -r on output and output 2. And well, they're almost the same except of the date. Okay, so now the way I would write a test here, a very basic test. Okay, DUHS output. What is the size of it? Well, it's 136K. What is in this output? Okay. So I don't know what are these all the files, but well, at this point I don't really care. That's I think we discussed. I don't know if it's in the video or before the video we talked about this. So let me get over what I think about. So instead of trying to test units, what I would do here is create several different examples of what to process, several different configuration files that I saw in the README that we need to change the configuration files. Then would run the process, save the output, and that would be the expected output from that point of time. Okay, so now for our purposes, we could save this output file, the output folder, and say this is what we expect. The only problem here is this last build date that obviously changes because the date changes. So in the test, I would at this point probably just remove those lines for the comparison. Okay, so let's try to see how to do this. So mkdir. Any comments, by the way, up till now? Or I mean, I didn't do much, just trying to figure out how to do things. Actually, what I probably at this point, what I would like before I write my test is start to configure GitHub Actions that installs all what's needed, because maybe we need more things, but this Docker image that I used already had them. So we might need to have a couple of more steps before we can get something working. So I could start with the GitHub Actions. That the only thing it does, it installs whatever we understand that needs to be installed already, and then runs this process. Okay, that should be running, and then while we are figuring that out, we can try to write the test. Okay, while it's running in the background, we can write the test. So mkdir GitHub workflows -p, and then I copy it from. It doesn't even have. It will have a makefile. Okay, if we create one, but work GitHub Actions Perl makefile. This is the exam. This is GitHub workflows CI. So this is the folder where I keep one of the examples. I think I showed in one of the earlier videos, Code Maven GitHub Actions. This is the URL where you can find links to the repositories, and I just have them locally. So this would be the one that we are using now. Okay, so it didn't like me. Oh, because I didn't put the target here. Workflows. Okay. So this is the CI now. For now, at least, I comment this out. I don't want to work on any other operating system for now except of Ubuntu, and I don't want to work on anything else, just 5.36. Okay, it's enough that we work on something, and then later on these things can be added. It uses some the Perl installed there, and then so install modules. But actually, before installing the modules, we need to install dependencies. Okay, so we need to install non-Perl dependencies, and this is in the to-do, right? So I put here apt-get -y. I guess we need to do also apt-get update, right? Yes, update, and then I say apt-get -y install these two, and then installing the modules, which I can use this one, and instead of this one, I just say these three modules I'm going to install. So I just copied them, and cpan m no test, and the three modules. Okay, and I don't have these for now, so I comment out all these run tests. Instead of that, I will have run process. Okay, and then it has run, and it has Perl, and what is the name of this file? rsrupl. rsru.pl. Okay, so questions about this?
Nope.
It looks sort of fine. Okay, so we go here. Obviously, I can't push out to this repository, so I'll fork it. Okay. Locally, I'll git remote add fork. Okay. So I added this remote called fork, and now I git add. Also, I need to check out git checkout -b CI and git add GitHub. Add GitHub actions. Okay, git push -u fork CI. This way, I pushed it out and I also mapped it so I can just put later on I push, just say git push and it will update. So it allows me to send a pull request, but that's not what I want to do now. Instead of that, I look at the actions. It's not unclear to me why, but I started to notice that it runs two for whatever reason, even though I already configured one, but it keeps running. I saw it in several places. Now it failed quite quickly. Process completed. Exit code. Oh, I need sudo there, I guess. Okay. Because we are not running in a Docker container here.
Okay.
Okay, so if I was running in a Docker container, then I wouldn't need this sudo. But because this runs sort of natively on Ubuntu, I needed the sudo, I think, at least. Now, this time it doesn't do it twice, but only the initial one. I don't know. Maybe I broke something, but or GitHub. Okay, so it's running, and we'll see what how soon it fails, and what else do we need to do. In the meantime, we wanted to try to write a test. Okay, basically try to write a test that would, for now, without any further preparation, just run the script with the default data that it has in there. And it generates the output file. And then we compare it with this output too. In a much better case, I would create a temporary folder where to generate the file. So not in the output, because who knows what's in the output already, right? In my system. And besides, it should be in a test temporary directory where I can very clearly removed automatically. I don't want to have all these outputs which were generated for the purpose of the test. I don't want to keep them around. So mkdir oh, I actually created this folder, and then in the T is just default. Okay, whatever. So what do I need? Use test more, use strict use warnings, and here I see, let's start with this OK1 and done testing. Okay, so I will see that I can run the tests. Okay, so here I can run prove and just prove enough, right? And it says all tests successful. And if I change the test to OK0 here and run it again, then it fails. Okay, so we see that the test file works, and I can run proof, and that's how I can run this. Okay, so what we need here now is what? How shall I run this? System, and we run Perl, and what am I doing? This program, rsrupl, rsru.pl. So I just run this, okay, and then I would run to like to run system actually qx diff minus r between output and for now, actually, I don't even for now. Move output to t expected output. Yeah, I can't move it because it's owned by root, right? Because that's how from the Docker it's created. So sudo chown minus r gabor output 2. Okay, and now it's okay. So now I can move this expected output. So the code here, it should run diff on output and t expected output. And then this is the diff. My diff. So far good. And then note, right? Well, for now, okay, 1. So what happens if I now run proof? I don't know. Problem copying RSU to output. Oh, interesting. You see? Why? Why does it have a copy now? Problem now? Why does it suddenly have a problem? Okay. So let's start with, and I'm really, it's really bad what I'm doing. System RM minus RF output. Okay, don't do this. Okay. We'll have to improve this thing, but for now, let's assume that it works. Oh, wait a second. I know what happened. I tried to run proof outside. Oh, that's not good. That's the reason it couldn't save. Okay, so now it worked, but it's I don't really need this one. Okay, now it worked. Okay, so I made just a mistake that I ran it outside. It would work inside the Docker container. It worked. Now, while let this wait. Oh, I switched back just to see if what else need to do, but I can see that this worked. So apparently that's enough for installation. Let's see what's the output here. Run process. So it looks like the same output. Okay, looks fine. So now we can, once we have the test, we can try to see if it's working. So so that, let's say here, note, right? That's note in, I don't remember anymore how to, in test more, how to print something to the screen. I forgot it.
Diag.
Diag, yeah, there are two, diag and no. There were no tests, okay. Okay, 1 and diag. I think node also does something, but and okay, so this is the diff. If there was no timestamp, the diff should be empty, right? So what we can say is there are 4. I mean, we could try to figure out how to run this process without having a date in the output. Okay, that would be probably the better solution. But instead of that, I would say, okay, just get rid of these. Okay, so so what I'm saying is that if there are going to be these 4 lines or similar 4 lines in the diff output, that's fine. And if there we have other output, that's not good. So that's sort of try to get. I don't know. Do you have a better idea for that?
Nope.
I mean, for a better idea, I would actually need to understand how this program works. Okay, and I would need to understand how to configure it, and maybe I would need to change the demo or create a new demo that doesn't have a timestamp. And so, this still works, or that it doesn't like. How can I print data dumper only?
Explain what you're trying to do.
Sorry,
Diag.
I need to explain.
I think
Now I have a
explain.
reference of now I have an array.
Okay, yeah. I think explain. Diag explain.
Oh, diag explain. Oh, I think I even had a discussion about this 10 years ago or so. I already forget. Yeah, so this is good. Exactly. So at least I have that one. And now let's say how do I compare two numbers? Compare equal, right? No.
Comp okay? No comp. I can't remember.
I would, so what I wanted to do is to check whether the size of this diff is less than equal of 4. That's basically, I said, okay, let's do this for a very high level test. Okay. There is the in test more. I forgot already. It's meta cpan code test. Or if I was right,
It's it's comp okay with
so, okay,
with the operand.
Yeah, okay.
So
CMP, okay, and then I say scalar of diff on one hand. Let's put it in parentheses just to make sure that it knows what it needs to do. Less or equal to 4. That's hopefully the test, right? Why is it 5? 1. Okay, because the diff itself is in part of it. I didn't notice that. You see this one?
Yeah.
So there are 4 file lines. Okay, good. I didn't copy here. I guess that's. This is the. Okay, so. Fine. Okay, so we'll have to add some explanation why we do this 5 here, but okay, so this is now sort of the test case. So we can now go back to this, and instead of just running the process, we can say run tests, and it's a prove, and that's it, right? I mean, very high level. Git add. So now we need to add the T folder and GitHub. Right. Okay, wait a second, something is missing. Git add. Okay. Add. Expect. Add. test case with expected output. Okay, let's see if this happen, if this also works on the CI system. And in the meantime, I can remove that. Right, the to-do file only had these things that I don't need anymore. They were just notes for me, so I won't forget them. Because they are all now inside this configuration file of the CI. Where are we? Here, actions. Any questions, any comments while we are waiting for this?
Nope.
Well, it's far from what I would ideally do. But I think how long, like 30 minutes, 40 minutes we did this. So what the next thing what I would do is understand a bit better how this whole thing works, see if we, with various configuration files, I would probably get rid of the data of the date thing, so I won't have to assume that there are 5 lines in the diff, and well, it seems that it didn't like the whole thing. Not everything Word file. It's 6 lines. Okay, what are the 6 lines? The binary files. Okay. You see, so there is an extra line here. Oh, because they differ. Why are they different?
Can you do a git status in there?
Well, it's just there. So, but sample, it's output image sample TMP. It's output. Actually, it's also in the T expected output image sample TN. Let's see what's in that picture. It's just a picture. Very strange. Why would they differ? 2 images. But they are generated. Okay, you see they are generated because we don't have that file outside of the the 2 generators. So the output folder. I don't know if you can see this.
Yeah.
So I'm enlarging it. You see, this file only exists in the output folder and the expected output folder where I put. So it's being generated by this GD. Now it might be that it uses different, so something is different, right? Some version of something is different. I guess the GD I guess that's what the one that generates this somehow. And still no. Okay, so I don't want to get into this now, okay? Because it would be, I think, way too much for this for our session. So what I would do is put this as a comment.
You can check at first the list and drop this first line if it contains, for example, JPEG comments.
Right. So.
you can check it is, for example, the text. At first line output /img.
I'm actually surprised at the first line. You see, that why is it? Oh, because that when this is the diff of this file specifically. Okay. Yeah, I could. I mean, I can check. So okay, we can check this. Okay, we can. I mean, we can do. So the lazy thing that I would wanted to do is just say this and explain that on Git on the actions this happens. Okay, locally not, but on the actions this happens. That would be sort of the lazy thing. A much stronger one would be to compare each line and from this at diff and say, okay, is this that line? So we can say, okay, let's keep this one now, but also say, okay, is diff. You see, but the problem that this only happens. Okay, so here, if scalar diff. What I wanted to say that the problem is that it only happens on the CI and not locally. So locally, it will if I want to, if I check whether the first line is this binary, I can't expect it to be. Okay, I can check whether it is and disregard it or so. But what I would thought now is to check whether if we have 6 lines exactly, then verify that the first line is exactly this one.
Are you picking up Ubuntu latest in the action?
I have no idea what Ubuntu I have there. We can check. I'm not sure if you can how to check it. Does it say OS Ubuntu latest? It's called, but
if that's a different version to what you've got, you're probably looking at a different version of the libgd library.
Yeah. That's what my expectation is, or assumption is, that there's some difference and sort of unless we. So now, okay, in order to make it make this difference go away, we should run the CI also in a Docker image and use the same Docker image as we have here locally. Okay, that would be the other possibility. I will let you do that as a homework. Okay. So. I want to get rid of those new lines so this conversion will work. Does it look good? So if we have 6 elements in this list, then check the first one is being this one.
Would it be diff 0?
Sorry?
Will it be diff 0? Will it be, have we dropped some lines off? Oh, you have chopped some lines off.
Yeah. So it's when the new line side. I removed the new line. I don't understand the question. Sorry.
Well, the first line won't be that, will it? It'll be the third line or something, because the first line will be diff -r.
That's what I thought first, but no. So
okay.
This specifically, so it is one thing that is diffing, and this is the other thing is diffing. These 5.
Okay.
So it could be that this comes after the diff. So this might be the last line.
Okay.
Either the first or the last, but not in the middle. Yeah. Okay, so it's a little bit hacky, the whole thing. But I sort of personally think about these things that, okay, it's better to have a first step, do something which is very far from being perfect, and then improve.
Yeah.
Than to try now to invest more in, because I'm sure that we could make it much nicer, the whole thing, but it would need a few, maybe an hour more, maybe 2 hours more. And we don't want to invest that time now. That's your homework.
Okay.
It also, as I see, it runs 1 minute and 20 seconds. Okay. It's not bad. So let me add some explanation here. Okay, it's green. Nice. Okay, and in the meantime, I added some explanation. Do you think that we need to add some more explanation? Any other suggestions? or shall I just send the pull request?
I think you need to do the pull request. I suppose
Okay.
you.
I think it's okay. Where is our website? OSDC instances, and then we have this one. Interesting. This has the content here. I tried to add this and I stopped it because it wasn't nice, but I don't know why it still have. Okay, let's see. Where is the pull request? Okay, any questions with this?
Nope.
Then I think we are review required, merging is blocked. Okay, okay. Please review it. Okay, go ahead and review it. Would you like to review it then?
Me?
Would you like?
I don't think he's asking for me to review it, is he?
I don't know. We can try. Either of you would like to try to see if you can review it and approve it?
Okay, I'll give it a go.
Shall we share your screen to see it?
Okay, let me just prepare a screen.
Okay. Let me know and let's stop sharing and then you can share.
Boom, 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 boom. Anybody home? Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay, so
Okay.
share screen. Desktop.
Miroslav,
Yeah,
any
so-
comments, questions?
No yet.
Not yet? Okay.
I'm not sure what's going to happen because so it's decided to make it full screen and I can't share the screen when it's like that. And I can't see any way of making it not full screen at the moment.
Mm-hmm. Miroslav, would you like to try you sharing screen and doing the review?
Rather, after a session, I clone this project, and I tried to add some more tests.
Okay, you will have to. I mean, first I think we need to. I mean, it's okay that you play with it, but wait for the author to even accept it, because if the author doesn't like the idea of having tests, that I already encountered people like this, then there's no point in working on it anymore. Or if they don't accept it in a reasonable time frame, then again, there's less point of the fireworks started here.
Okay, so I think I've just done it. Has that worked?
Yeah, we can see your Firefox here.
Yeah. Where am I going? GitHub.
I can. It's called it's Lord Feck. So Lord is as Lord, and
Oh, shit.
LORDFEC. I mean, you can go to my. Actually, you can go
This
to
guy.
SoundCloud. Okay. Did you find it?
Yeah.
Okay. And RSU, the first one on the left hand side.
Yeah.
RSRU.
Pull requests.
Yeah. And click on the pull request and then.
Actual review.
Add your review, okay. I mean, obviously you can't merge it. That's sure, because only the owner can. But okay, so you can review it line by line. I see. Basically, you see only the files that were generated.
Yeah.
That's
because
the
obviously
most of the
that's
most
yeah,
of the
most of it's
content
going to
is-
be the
Sorry?
yeah, because you're right. It's just going to be leave a comment.
Yeah.
Okay, so what do I
so there you
say?
can. I never did this actually. I never
never done it.
reviewed a pull request of some in a repository of someone else, only just mine. So
So I should say that I'm also on the I could probably
you don't need to link. You want to you don't need to link to it.
okay, I
You
could
can
just
also
say it.
just mention it OSDC. So I already linked to it. That's the
Smart.
review.
Not as such now. Okay, so like, what do I say? It's fine. It's obviously perfect because you did it.
You can say that there are that you see that you can see that you can say that you see that there are definitely there are a lot of improvements to do, but it's a good start. And
yeah, I could say that. Yeah, absolutely,
Yeah.
I can. don't know what to say, but we
Yeah, I
but
think
we
it's
need to
fine.
know.
I think it's fine.
Okay, so just leave it like that. You
Yeah.
just send it out.
You don't enter easily, because then I said, okay, so then do it before you accept the pull request.
You can extend the plug.
And I'm not sure that's easy actually, because installing GD and all these things on Windows and on Mac,
yeah, I guess I meant different versions of Ubuntu, really.
yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and various features of the and so there are a few things that need to be improved. For example, how can you update the expected output if you made
Yeah.
changes that need to be reflected in the expected output.
Yeah. What do I say? But what? I don't know what to say, really. It's just kind of, I don't like saying that.
No. It's okay. It's enough. It's enough. You don't need to.
Okay. Go on.
We tried how to do just sorry.
So do I approve at this point?
I mean, if you want, yeah, go ahead and improve.
I don't know. I mean, it's interesting what happens when I leave the comment, but if I approve it, I don't know. I'm interested to know what happens.
Nothing happens. You just approve it, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, it won't merge it because you don't have any rights. Okay.
No, sure.
It's. I think it's just an indication to the person that okay, someone approved it.
Yeah.
Now, well, we'll see.
Okay.
Okay. It's still review required. Maybe it's configured that the author needs to, the maintainer needs to review, or I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah. Okay.
That's fine.
Okay.
The good opportunity to try something else. Okay. Yaroslav, you can also either now or later you can go to this pull request and you can add even the comments by each line. So you can review and say, okay, this line, nice but different color, or.
But if I want to add some other tests, the better will be clone your repository, for example.
Right, but that will make it difficult. Go ahead if you do it, fine. Just don't send the pull request to me. Send it to that person. So start by cloning their repository, then also add my repository as a remote. Pull the branch that I have, and work from there. Okay, and then you can, or the end point. Okay, you don't have to clone his or that person's. I don't know who is this. You don't need to clone that person's repository, but you don't have to start from there. But send the pull request to them, not to me. Okay, make sure that you send it there. Which is, I think, for that the best is to start from and fork from there. That way it's the default behavior of GitHub. Okay.
Okay.
Anything else, or are we done for today?
I think we're done for today. I am
tired.
Okay.
Yeah, me too. So see you next week, and we can comment if there is some subject that you would like to cover. So write to me, so I will prepare that. Okay.
Okay.
As you can see, we can have fun with all kind of things, but okay. Good night, and
Okay.
see you next week. Bye bye.